In case you hadn't heard, there are some major concerns about third-party Instagram apps hijacking your accounts. So here's how you can post your photos to Instagram using any browser. Now this method doesn't support videos, but you can upload photos and even create Instagram stories. To give you a little background on what we're going to do here is that we're going to use this demo site that I built to show you the difference between a browser with detection and a mobile detection. If you notice here, if I shrink the browser down, it rearranges content to fit the width of the display. But because the browser identifies itself to the website, it still knows that it's not on a mobile phone, it's still a desktop browser. So what does that mean for your experience? Well, let's take a look at Instagram. If you go to Instagram in a desktop browser, you'll see that you have your list, and if we shrink it down, it simply resizes. The same controls are there, but if you scroll, let's widen this short or whatever, but if you scroll down to the bottom, there are no editing controls that allow you to do any posting. And that's because Instagram wants you to be posting while you're out there in the world from your mobile device, doing crazy, exciting things, and telling your friends all about it. But what happens when you're sitting at home on your desktop and you have all those images from all those years ago accessible there? You don't want to have to load them to your phone. You want to do it from your desktop. So let's trick Instagram thinking that we're on our device by changing the browser's mode. So here's one of my customers who sells reconditioned VW buses. I was going to post the latest buses he had for sale. I have all of his pictures in his customer account, but then I realized I couldn't from my desktop. I would have to go to my mobile device, add his pictures to its storage, then log in as him to Instagram, and I would finally be able to post his new buses. That's when it occurred to me that there's a better way, the way we test new sites on multiple platforms. So here's his account on Chrome. And as we see here, there's no icons at the bottom. And if you click on the person icon, all you get is the Instagram profile page. Nothing to click on. So while you're in Instagram, you go up here to the menu, you come down here to More Tools and Developer Tools. It's going to open up a little window or a pane like this. Now don't be intimidated by all the code and everything you see. All you're going to look for is one icon. That's this little icon here that looks like a mobile device, a mobile phone. We're going to click on that. Now when you do, you should see what you see here is that it will resize to one of the standard sizes for a mobile device. Now to continue viewing in this, all you do is click on your Instagram main window, and this other window will disappear behind it, and you'll see you have your mobile view. You may have to refresh if you don't see the buttons down here. So we'll click on the refresh, and sure enough, now you're going to see the Instagram editing controls at the bottom. You should also see this mini menu at the top where you can select your exact device that you normally see. But there's the controls, and you can click on them and it'll open up a window to your computer, and you can upload your photo and go through the standard Instagram adding a post procedures. So like I said, it's available in other browsers as well. If you're on the new Edge Chromium by now, you can just go to the same kind of place. You go over here and click over here and look for the More Tools, Developer Tools, and depending upon its configuration, when you click on it, it comes up and there's your display. Again, you can select what type of device you like to look at. When you do it, ignore all that panel, change it to your device or whatever device size you want it to look like. So if we navigate from Bing's homepage, we'll go to Instagram. We'll just type in Instagram up here. And there we are. And there's the page, and there's the editing controls at the bottom. And so then the window opens up and you can post your pictures. Now, Chrome and Edge aren't the only ones. If you use Firefox, the same type of panel will open. And by the way, it could be anywhere on the page. It could be at the bottom or the top, but you'll still have the same icon to click on. Okay, for those of you who already know how to create a story in Instagram, you might skip past this, but we're going to go here to click on the Your Story button here, and it's going to open up a window. And again, we're going to select an image, and it'll create that. And we can do a whole bunch of things while we're in here. There's a lot of editing controls up top. You can look at it full screen, open up an extra window to download it. But let's go close that back up again. And we're going to go over here and add some silly icon to it. But you might find one that's fun, and you just grab it, throw it on here, move it to where you want. Okay, and you can drag it down there to delete it. come back up here and we can hit the edit pencil, do some drawing. We can choose a color and do all that. By selecting one of the other colors first, we can change the interior or exterior color. We can erase then, or simply if you want to just undo things in steps, let's go up to, let's forget that and go back up here and say undo, and you can undo some of your changes. And when you're done, you just click on that. You can add in text. You click here, and you can select a color, but you just start typing. Here is some text, and click on that, say done, and now you have your text, and you can move it around where you want. By the way, you can do this as many times as you like with your text and everything. Create some separate text in a different color. Select a color, start typing, and there it is there. I didn't click on it quite right, so there. Now we start typing, and we get some blue text, and until you get whatever thing you want. Oh, but you have to spell it right. Let's go to here and change. Oh. Okay, anyways, you just type in some text. When you're all done, okay, you just click on done. You move that text somewhere else as well. So when you're completely done dragging it around, doing whatever, you just come down here and say add to your story, and you click there, and boom, it becomes your story. And there it is. Now we can add more. Let's take a look at it first. We click on that. You'll see the bar at the top going in and shows you how many seconds it's going to run. Go over here. You can delete it. You can cancel and return to that. So that's your story for now. Okay, one image isn't much of a story. So you can click on some of the icons. You can click on the icon there. Or you can click on the camera icon up here. It'll open up another window. So let's choose a second one. We'll go there and say, boom, okay. There it is. And we can do the same thing here. I'm not going to do all the changes, but down here, I can add that to my story. So let's do that. Click on that, and there it says uploading. And once it finishes, we can take a look at it. Now this time when I click on my story, it'll show that one I just did. Okay, but we're going to go back and look at the entire from the beginning. So let's go back again. Now it starts from the beginning, and you see there's a little thing in the middle there where it's going to switch over. And now we have two items in your story. So what happens if you want to modify something, get rid of one? Well, as it's going through, you can click on that image and say delete that image. If we go to the second one and then click down here, and we can delete that image so that you can delete that exact photo from the story. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and hit delete, and we go back to the story. You'll see that we only have that one image now. There's no two images up here in the storyline. One last thing, Chrome, the new Edge Chromium, and Firefox all have the same shortcut key to invoke developer mode. Just press Ctrl, Shift, and I. The original Edge has the F12 key as the shortcut. If the developer tools launch in a separate window, you still have to click on the main window to hide the tools. You also may still need to refresh to have the button show up. So there you have it, how you can invoke developer mode on any one of your browsers, so you can post Instagram just as if you were on the road. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like this video. And if you want to get more, just subscribe to Old Guy Geek. You can also follow me at Facebook or Twitter. The links to those are in the description of this video.